San Francisco 49ers are going to be a good team with or without Nick Bosa. That's why we've been talking a lot about them on this channel. If you're new to this channel, we make videos for teams that don't get the love nationally like they should. San Francisco being one of those teams. They're going to be a really good team. They were the NFC Championship last game. You're just not hearing a lot about them. We know all about it. We're Detroit Lions fans. Our main channel is Sports Talk Detroit, but we have this one. And we're talking about the San Francisco 49ers. Now, the only thing you do hear in the national media is Bosa there? Is he not there? Well, finally, now the final kind of update or latest update as we get into game week and game prep is, he's not there. So odds that he's there week one are pretty low, obviously. We kind of all know that. But here's the thing that San Francisco 49ers are doing. I'll get to that in just a second. Again, this is NFL.com. He's not there week one. Ian Rappaport is reporting Bosa's absence from the 49ers' first practice ahead of their trip to Pittsburgh means he has just 3 days to report. Less, in fact, considering he needs to make the flight, blah, blah, blah. We know really he needs to come in the next day and, get a day of practice and then maybe play a little bit, 5 snaps on third down, like something like that, right? So he's really not going to be there. But I think what everyone is missing on this whole news is that Nick Bosa is going to get paid. He's going to be with the San Francisco 49ers. He's, all that stuff. And so what they're quietly kind of doing is, look, let's get into the season. Let's see. We know we've got a championship roster defensively, offensively, even if Purdy plays like we think he's supposed to, we're going to be a good team. So then Nick Bosa really turns into your bonus star that comes back week 2, week 3, week 6. Who cares? Seriously, who cares? You've got an opportunity now, and because we see this with the Detroit Lions, where Jamison Williams is suspended for the first 6 weeks. Fine, forget it. You forget about him. He's complete bonus when he comes back, and then we roll and we hit the stretch run of the season. So this is no worries at all. If I'm a San Francisco 49ers front office member, if I'm ownership, if I'm GM, I'm using this to say this is fine. This is yes, we want him here. I mean, we're not stupid. We want him on our team playing every single game, as many snaps as he can, no question. But this holds some leverage that you're saying, hey, you know what? We're not going to pay you this, or we're not going to let it all just simmer, settle down. And then as the front office, cool. You know what? You don't cave. You just say, fine, we'll give you this or that. You see how the team's playing. And then he comes back in week 4, fresh, ready to go for the final 10 weeks of the season into the playoffs. Because the San Francisco 49ers, I think if you're a fringe team, you're a rebuild team, you think about it, right? You've got the different categories of teams. There's really 3. There's the Houston Texans, Carolina Panthers, those types of teams that are really trying to rebuild, reestablish how they want to do things. New coach, new quarterback. That's all in. I mean, that's where the Lions have been the last couple of years, proving we're going to do this differently. We're coming back. We're like, let's go. Then you've got teams that are just kind of always there. Pittsburgh, Green Bay. These are teams that, you just know what they're going to do. They're not going to be great. Not gonna, Minnesota Vikings, right? They're trying to revamp their roster. Maybe this tweak, we had to shed some things. We had to shed some cap. Maybe that's fine. And then you've got the teams, the Eagles, the 49ers, those teams in the AFC, the Chiefs, the Bengals. I get it. You have to win and you've got to prove it year in and year out. But they're at just another level, high level. The 49ers, after 5 games, are going to be 3-2, 4-1. I mean, they just are. And so you don't have to rush him back. You don't have to panic. There's nothing that, everyone's, oh, can he be back? And that's what gets the headlines. Will he be back? Will he want? No, he's not going to be back. He'll be back in week 2, week 3, week 4. I don't know, week 7. I mean, okay, now you don't want to push it too far, but you know what I'm saying. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you're a 49ers fan, are you nervous? Is he never going to come back? I mean, was he just going to retire? No. The 49ers are going to get him back. He's going to budge a little. 49ers are going to budge a little bit. He comes back week 2, week 3, and it's all good. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Also, let me know your thoughts on the opening game of the season. Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's just great to see football. Doesn't matter if it's your team or not, to see real games that matter. That first Thursday night game where you've got the defending Super Bowl champion, then you've got, they always pair that up really, really with a good team or an interesting team, something like that. Detroit Lions, definitely one of those. And Detroit and San Francisco 49ers, we're in good shape. We're so far apart, and we don't hate each other. We don't like, and when we do play, it's always, just it's tough for the Lions to go out west, and they've been out there a couple times. Especially, I remember the game went out west. I think it was week 2 and early in the Jim Schwartz era when the Lions were really trying to revamp. It was like 2011, 12, something like that, and the Niners just smashed us. And then of course Jim Harbaugh came to Ford Field and shook our hands weird, and we got all scared and didn't know what to do. I've always liked 49ers. Loved them back in the 90s, going head to head with the Cowboys. I was always on the Niners side on that stuff. Love the logo, love the colors. And by the way, there's not many fan bases that just stick out to me except for the 49er fans. You guys are different. And you see them on the road, see you guys, different fan base. Love it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Nick Bosa is fine. 49ers are just quietly like, yeah, we're fine. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next one.